Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Enchanted Vale. So, this is going to be my first video on this channel. I'm really excited. I know I have it, vertical instead of horizontal. I just prefer kind of this way, just because you get a better image or whatever. But I wanted to kind of jump on here, talk about my shop, kind of talk about what I want to include in this channel, just because I did have an old witch channel and I haven't posted on there in so long and I don't even know how to get back in it. It's that old. And I used to be part of a very large witchy community and I loved it. I loved the community. I still talk to multiple of them. And we were like the first witches of YouTube, and I miss it. I do. I miss being part of the witchy community, and I kind of want to bring back the old witchcraft, like the actual magic and not the TikTok witchcraft and all of that stuff. Witchcraft is not for the aesthetic. It really isn't. Some people, it can be for some people, but let me just do something quick. It can be for some people, but for me, it's not about the aesthetic. Yes, I love the earthiness and I love connecting with the earth and, the energy of the earth. So that means I have a lot of greenery around, a lot of plants at home. But that's not what I practice. So I started practicing in 2008 and I really haven't stopped. You're a witch. When you start your craft, you never fully stop. That it's kind of like a really cool thing to know that once you start, you're there, you're good. I started off not knowing what witchcraft fully was, just like how everyone did. You start watching Charmed, you watch The Craft, you watch Practical Magic, you watch all those movies, and you're like, what is this? I love it. I need to get into it. And sorry, I can see out my mirror. I'm in my shop right now. So I'm just like keeping an eye out for customers. But, I wanted to know what it was about. And I don't know, just learning all of the history, everything about witchcraft just made me fall in love with it even more and made me think like, maybe I was destined to go down this path. My mom, when she was in my life, she was always talking about how our family has psychic abilities, like we are very in tune with that world. We're just very spiritual, and I loved hearing about that. We used to go to witchy shops, crystal shops all the time, and now I own one. So it's kind of like a turn of events. I love it. But I will say, when I first started my shop, it was so different. Like, I wanted to get everything I could think of to bring people into the shop. So I even bought a whole bunch of crystals. I'm not a crystal witch. I'm not a kind of person that has a whole bunch of crystals at home. I'm not big on crystals. Never have been. And a lot of people that I know that know me, they're like, yeah, you're an earth witch or a fire witch. And it's like, I am fire. That's my sign. I'm a Leo. And I connect with both. I know fire is very strong within me and I kind of don't like it sometimes. But I don't know. I see myself more as I've gone on as an elemental witch than anything. I used to be a Dianic witch, which I kind of still am. I don't really talk to any gods or anything like that. Like, it's more feminine energy that I bring into my practice than anything. I don't know if it was because of me being scarred by exes in my life. And when I was growing up, I didn't have a strong connection with my father. So it's like I never fully wanted to have a strong connection with any male deity. And yeah, I think that is why I kind of stuck with Dianic. Now I just call myself an elemental witch, just because I do mainly communicate with the elements. I do have two goddesses that I do communicate with almost daily. and that's Aphrodite and Bast. Um, and yeah, so what I want to include in this channel is kind of like how-tos, maybe education a little bit, just because I'm not an expert on witchcraft. I mean, I kind of feel like I should be after doing it for this vlog. But, oh, if you did not watch my old channel, I yawn a lot. It's because when I talk, it's a constant thing. But yeah, I want to be having to have this channel to educate, to talk about, and just to have a community on YouTube again. I miss it so much. And I had, like I said, I met a whole bunch of friends. One friend that I knew a while ago, she passed away. You may know her. It's Tiptoe Chick. She was like, we talked. She was like a really close friend. So I did not take that well. But I have so many friends still. One that lives in the UK, one that lives in, oh my gosh, what is that place called again? I am blanking. It's right by California. Oregon. Okay. And then some in Tennessee, you know, all over the world. And, you know, it's always been fun. I love it. People think I'm weird because I say I'm a witch. But, you know, I'm not Wiccan. I can't say I'm Wiccan. I do still somewhat follow the Wiccan read. Just the main thing is do harm to none as you do to you. So like the karma rule, I'm very big with that. That's something that always stay in my craft. That's why I have never done harm to anybody. I've only done like attraction spells, maybe one. I've done a lot of protection spells, protection wards, servitors, all of that kind of stuff, but never any harm. So you'll not get that from this channel, sorry. And I don't believe in good or dark magic. I just believe in you have it in your body, use it with whatever you want to do, and just keep everything as you. This is your practice. You don't need to impress anybody. You don't need to conform to anything. Some people are Christian witches, like my friend in Tennessee. And you know, there's so many different practices. Just find the one that you feel closest to. Don't start doing spells until maybe a few months after you're starting your practice. You know, get the basics down and then go for it. It's your practice. Study, study, study. I started with Silver Ravenwolf. A lot of people don't like her. I love her still. She's still one of my favorite authors. I still have all of my beginner books. I have some Scott Cunningham. He was really good too. And yeah, just do you. Witchcraft is a craft. It's not a religion. This is your practice. Do you. And I just wanted to say that I just love being surrounded by my magical community. You guys are amazing, and I hope to make more upcoming videos, and blessed be.